Well, hi all, welcome back to the Red Bird Shed. Let's take a look at the birds. Right, I've started to try and separate them out between cocks and hens. The cocks, anything that's singing or resembles a song, like that one there, I move down onto the bottom row. There's also two of last year cockbirds in there, but other than that, all these have been singing. Obviously that doesn't mean to say they're going to be cocks, because they've had hens that sing really well and they've been with the cockbirds, and then as the breeding season starts they lay eggs, so no guarantee, but it's a good start. So in the top two rows of cages, everything I think at the minute are hens. There's first round birds, which are mainly in the middle row, and some of the second round birds in there, so obviously their molt isn't quite finished yet, so they've still got a way to go. Some of them are further on than others. First round birds are nearly all completely molted out now. Now last year I had of the 4 pairs I put down, there was, because I was struggling to pair up, I had 3 non-intensive cockbirds and they went to intensive hens. But whether that's the case, why I've got so many non-intensive birds with the young this year, I think out of, I don't know, 26, 27 birds, I think there's only about 5 which are intensive feather. Everything else is non-intensive. What do I mean by that? Well, the one nearest to me here in the middle, that's an intensive feather. That means the colour goes right to the end of the feather. And you can see the ones further back, they've got a white edge to the feather, or you can see it on that one maybe. They're classed as non-intensive. The colour doesn't go right to the end of the feather. It stops near the end and then it's got a white tip. Years ago they used to call it frosted, now they call them non-intensive. The one nearest to me here is a non-intensive. It's not so bright in red, brightly coloured, and the colouring doesn't extend right to the end and the feathers. But so there is a problem there, and then there's one up there where you can see it. So I've got, and there's the one at the back with is now starting to molt out, still got some clear feathers on its chest. That's going to be intensive. You can see the difference. There's 2 together there, non-intensive nearest to me, and one that's going to be intensive at the back. I mean, in here I've got variegated, heavily variegated, light variegated. There's some clear birds. There's some with a tick. That means I've got a dark patch on them. It could be on the beak, it could be on the legs, it could be on the body. And if you were showing them, they would go in their own class. They have to go in with, they've got a tick on them. So it's some nice birds here. I mean, I'm really pleased. There've been some good sized birds and some nice colour. But it does mean that I'm going to have to get 3 cockbirds. I'm going to go for 3 cockbirds intensive, so I can put them to the hens I've got and make 3 nice pairs, and then probably a couple of pairs from these. I'm going to use the similar bloodline to mine where the cockbirds are going to come from, hopefully. So you'll see that in a video not so long down the road. There's going to be obviously there's going to be a show at Stafford. I think it's first week in October, second week of October, so I'll hopefully go along there. Anyone sees me there, just introduce yourself and come over and say hello. See if I go along here, see if I can sneak up on them. They're used to the camera by now. YouTube celebrities, all these. Yeah, so you can see the difference in feather, but obviously you should always try and put intensive to non-intensive, and take it from here, you're best probably to put an intensive cockbird to a non-intensive hen if possible, but that don't always happen. You have to go with what you got. But you never put two non-intensive birds together, because that will just dilute the white, so they dilute the feathers, so they'll get more white on them, and that's not what you want in a red bird. But you can put two intensives together. They can really throw some decent birds out, and I've done that plenty of times and ended up with some really nice birds. It's that one or two here have been bred that way. So yeah, they're all coming on. I'll leave all the cockbirds together to overwinter together, and I'll just keep my eye on them, making sure I still think they're cockbirds. Coming in every so often, especially like the sun's out now, it really makes them start to sing. So just sit down and watch them, see if you can see any which look like singing and ones that are not, and move them about and adjust them that way. That's the way I do it. You can't tell by looking at the vents at this time of year. It's not 100%, nor is this way, but you got to start with something. So yeah, things are moving on. Obviously I won't keep all these. I'll only be probably 4 or 5 pairs, so there should be a few birds to move on. But yeah, decent season, some nice birds, some good intensive red on the ones that I have got. The one there, yeah, that's a nice bird. But yeah, all pretty good. So hopefully see you at Stafford maybe. If not, take care and talk to you soon.